And here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. We're talking Golovkin or Canelo versus Golovkin 2, the much anticipated. If you haven't subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe button. Now, before we get into that, here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. At least we know we're live. We're talking Golovkin or Canelo versus Golovkin 2, the much anticipated. Bracy one. Hello, new sub from Long Beach, California. Been to Long Beach, California. Impressive place. So thank you. It's always great to hear from our US counterparts, and also the fact that BWTM is US based. It's always good to know that we have a US audience. Now, something I do want to mention before I start for our international audience, those who don't speak or are English, non-English speaking, so if you're Spanish, Italian, French, German, Swedish, whatever, no matter what language, if you're Chinese, it doesn't matter, because now all our videos have got subtitles with them. So if you click at the bottom of our videos when you're playing them, there's a little box with 3 lines. Click that and you'll know all our videos are now got subtitles, so you can listen or you can watch with the subtitles, so you've got more of an idea as to what's going on. So that's for our international listeners. I always say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, or this applies to you. If you're not English or you're not English speaking, then you can read it all in your chosen language. Russian, um, whatever it is, whatever language you're at, we've got it. If you've got it in Arabic, isn't that great? So, okay, so let's get on. So it's Canelo versus Golovkin to the presser reaction. First and foremost, as I'm a moderator on Fannon's channel, salute the LDBC. Oh, great, fantastic. Give my man Fannin a shout out and tell him when he's not busy, tell him that I'm still waiting for his response from his email. He never did respond, but you know, busy life. That's what happens. Am I Scottish? Do do that? Yes. Well, no. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. Click the little box that's got the 3 lines afterwards and see the subtitles and see what happens. And if it has Scottish up there, try it, see what happens. Right. But a good question. What was I going to ask? What was I going to say? Yes. I know Oscar, in Oscar De La Hoya words, this is a very much anticipated rematch, as he would say. And that's fine. A lot of people do want to see this rematch, and some people feel that Golovkin wiped the floor of Canelo. I wasn't one of those guys. A lot of people expected Golovkin to knock Canelo out. I said that was never going to happen, and it's definitely not going to happen in a rematch. Now, for such an anticipated rematch, there's one question. Well, I've got a couple of questions. Question number one is, whose bright spark idea was it? Considering it's an international audience or world audience and it's across Facebook, whose idea was it for Canelo to speak in Mexican and for Golovkin to speak in his native tongue? Why? Why was somebody whispering in Golovkin's ear as to what to say and how to say it? I don't get it. I don't understand it. This is an international event. In that case, in Oscar De La Hoya may as well have been speaking in Mexican as well. I didn't get it. I think this should be an effort with both of these guys who are international names, and it's a pay-per-view event, that both of these guys should be speaking English personally, or trying to, and then the interpreter either translating that in Spanish, or whatever Golovkin's native tongue is, would be Ukrainian, or he's not Ukrainian. He's Golovkin's not Ukrainian. He's from same place Borat's from. I can't remember the place again, but yeah, but his native tongue, so that people are not, when Golovkin speaks, that whoever's whispering in his ear And I don't know what I mean, a big man like that, a big, hard face, 35-year-old man cannot speak for himself in a supposed grudge match. Does he need his PR to be whispering in his ear all the time? Golovkin speaks decent enough English. I mean, how many years has he been in boxing? Now, this guy's been speaking good English. Kazakhstan, thank you so much for the correction. Kazakhstan. Why the hell is he, um, you know, still being whispered to in his ear? Can he not think for himself? People criticize Anthony Joshua. They criticize Anthony Joshua. You see how people can be. People criticize Anthony Joshua, yeah, for being media trained. But if Anthony Joshua's media trained, what the hell is Golovkin? He's proper puppet because you've got a guy who's whispering in Golovkin's ear. Even when he does after he wins fights, there's somebody whispering in Golovkin's ear. So you don't even know what Golovkin's really thinking. And this is meant to be a grudge match. So basically, Golovkin's words are scripted. I mean, I don't get it. But if you look at Golovkin's face, he looked completely pissed. Either he looked pissed or he just did not want to be there. Well, I don't know which one it was, but I can't tell because he's always got his puppet speaking in his all the time. So, criticize Joshua all you want. And I'm not a Joshua fanboy, everybody knows that. But criticize him all you want. But at the end of the day, be fair in your criticism. Golovkin is no better. He's even worse. I too thought it was weird, but let's not forget Canelo was the guy didn't want a standard presser. Yeah, well, okay, I appreciate that, but that's his question number 2 when it comes to Canelo. I'm damn sure that Canelo can speak English, and I'm damn sure Canelo can understand English. I've seen Canelo listen to guys speak to him in English. In fact, I've seen Max Kellerman speak to him in English. Oh, Canelo, what do you think of the fight? And you'll see him clock what he said, and he'll go, and I think, hold on, you've heard it, you've clocked it in English, but you've responded in Mexican or Spanish. And I find that highly insulting. I really do. For a pay-per-view star as big as Golovkin, as Canelo is, raking in all this money, and you can't be bothered. You can't be bothered to speak in English when you know you can damn well speak in English. Nah, it's not on. It's not cool. GGG didn't need his PR team. His PR team needed him to toe the line for the sake of the fight. Well, it's interesting how the fight is Canelo versus Golovkin too. It is interesting, isn't it? Considering everyone thought, or most people thought, that Golovkin beat Canelo. Canelo's the name first on the title, and Golovkin second. It's Canelo versus Golovkin. Ain't that funny? Considering Golovkin's got all the belts, bar the WBO. Unbelievable. So, let's talk Canelo versus Golovkin 2. That's the topic of this conversation and this video, and that's all I'll be talking about in this video. So, okay, so Canelo versus Golovkin 2. How do I see this fight happening? Well, first of all, I thought the press conference was absolutely dire. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible press conference. It was like two guys who were forced to sit down and have a conversation. Terrible conversation. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I like the way they all sort of backed up now after the fight had been signed and sealed for it to happen. That Abel Sanchez was backtracking everything. He was saying, "Oh, what I said back then doesn't matter because now we've got the fight." But what I did find quite funny was Canelo's team was saying, "Look, shut up, Sanchez. You talk too damn much. It's all about the fighters." So Abel's not dumb. He knows exactly what he's doing to stir the pot and make a fight bigger for the second time round. So that's fine. But there's a few things now in this breakdown for this fight. This is how I see the rematch going. First and foremost, regardless of what Abel Sanchez will tell you, and he'll tell you a lot of things, Golovkin won't get any better. Golovkin, for me, is in decline. He's not going to get any better. The performance he put on against Canelo, the first fight, is either going to be similar or worse. It won't be any better. I don't think. Because I don't think at 35, 36, you become a better fighter. I just don't. I don't. Not at this stage. I think that Golovkin's going to fight exactly the same way. What was he going to? Oh, remember when he came out and he fought against what's the guy's name again? The big puncher from Canada. Remember when he came out against Lemieux? He came out against Lemieux and he used the jab. Yeah, I know. He used the jab against a guy who couldn't box. And I told you all, Lemieux cannot box. His own trainer told him he's just an ignorant puncher. His ex-trainer said that. Right? So for me, I don't think Golovkin's going to box any better. You could say a box smarter, but I don't think it's that either. I really don't. I don't think Golovkin's style is going to change that much. Not against elite opposition. Against level B and C opponents, you still get them knockouts. But against that higher echelons of boxing, he's not getting knockouts. I don't think. Because the higher echelons of boxing, the elites of boxing, have got good footwork. Elites of boxing are going to use their feet and not allow him to set his feet to throw punches. And I've said that about Golovkin. Golovkin and Canelo are similar in style in the sense, in the fact that both guys don't like movers. Both guys don't like a guy who offsets them with footwork. All right. So for me, Golovkin's punching power is very much based on his opposition and the people he's blown away. He's such a tremendous puncher. Who's the best fighter he's knocked out? I mean, he didn't knock out Kell Brook. He didn't knock out Jacobs. Didn't knock out Canelo. They're the three best guys on his resume. Don't talk about Martin Murray or David Lemieux, because he didn't knock Lemieux out either. So this thing about Golovkin being a, all-time great puncher, that is very much a myth. When you're talking about big punches, go look at people like Jerome McLennan and Julian Jackson. Look at them. Don't take my word for it. Go look these guys up. When Julian Jackson hit you, you stayed on the canvas. He didn't need the ref. When he hit you, he knocked you out. Ask Terry Norris. And he was one of the best of his time, Terry Norris. He got absolutely cleaned out. Don't get me wrong. Jackson got knocked out himself. Look at Harold Bomber Graham. Was winning the fight. And Jackson was blind in one eye. And the other eye was shutting fast. And then all of a sudden, one punch out of nowhere took Harold Graham out, knocked him out with one shot. And that's one of the greatest punches in boxing history, based on what was going on at the time, how good Harold Graham was. He knocked Harold Graham out clean. Graham was out before he hit the deck. That sort of punching power. That's sort of punching power that Jackson possessed. And I just don't think that Golovkin is that sort of a puncher. So that being said, and the reason why is that not that big a puncher, because I said guys don't stand straight in front of him and walk straight in straight lines against him. Guys who come straight in front of Golovkin, they're the guys that Golovkin can knock out, right? Because they're coming in straight lines. That's why Sanchez wants Golovkin, Canelo. He's trying to bait him in to get off the track and tell him to stop running, so he can appeal to Canelo's Mexican side, his machismo side, so he stands right in front of Golovkin to give Golovkin the only chance possible of getting a knockout victory is to stand right in front of Golovkin. But he can do that. What he has to do is when he's going to hit Golovkin, Golovkin's got a very bad habit. When you tag Golovkin hard with a shot, you hit him with 3 or 4 punches. He steps back, resets, and then comes at you. But you look at all the times a person attacks him. You hit him, takes a step back, resets, and then comes forward. Golovkin, when he's under attack, he doesn't do anything. When you actually attack Golovkin, he doesn't do anything. Watch it. Watch what Kell Brook was doing. Well, thing with Kell Brook had the strategy down to a T. Problem with Kell Brook is he got greedy. He stood in the pocket too long. So he throw a combination, he'd rock Golovkin's head back. That's when you move out of the way. You ping him and you get out of the way. And the Brook didn't do that. He pinged him and then stood there and then got pinged back because he's right mid range. He's right there for Golovkin to just step forward and then land on big heavy shots coming back. That's where Golovkin's dangerous. So when you ping and you put Golovkin's head back, then you get out of the way, shift to the sides, you know, or slip inside and hold him, but do not stand right in front of him. And that's what Canelo did. Problem with Canelo is that whole stamina thing with him. I think when he gets rounds 8, 9, 10, going down the stretch, he tends to tire. I don't know if he tends to tire or it's a concentration thing or what he does in training. But all he needs to do for me, Canelo, is up his output of punches. Slip to the sides, throw his combinations, slip to the sides. Golovkin's going to do the same thing. Everyone says, "Oh, well, Golovkin's great. The way he tracks his opponents down, I'd look great tracking down a toddler." But the bottom line is, when it comes to Golovkin, he's tracked down opponents who have got C and D skill level in footwork, and guys he's going to blow out there anyway. And most of those guys are intimidated by him before he gets in the ring. Now he's got a guy in Canelo who holds no fear of him. Look, this was the guy in the first fight. This is the guy who was going to knock me out. But he didn't knock me out in the first fight. He hit me clean. He didn't knock me out. So what the hell is he going to do in a rematch? Try and knock me out again? What is? But then you look at Canelo. Canelo knows I know how to box this guy, but I just got to do it more intensely. I said to Canelo, do exactly what you did, but do it more intensely. Throw more punches. Just stay out of range. Throw shots, get away. Throw shots, stay away. Keep away from them ropes. Instead of trying to fight off the ropes, don't do that because then that gives Golovkin a way back into the fight. Instead, time up. Don't let him work. Time up. Me and if it's Canelo, I'm the big shot. Get a referee that's going to allow you to tie up and hit Golovkin inside in the clinches. Golovkin's not great inside the clinches as well. He's very poor. He's very vulnerable to uppercuts, Golovkin, when he's in clinches. In the clinch, you can hold him with one hand and hit him with the uppercut. Golovkin's very vulnerable to shots like that as well. So I would say that he Canelo's better on the inside, so he would be safer to throw his combinations, and then when Golovkin starts to chase him down, time up, uppercuts on the inside, hold him, spin him, get off, and go again. That's what it is. Keep offsetting Golovkin. Don't allow him to set his feet to throw them big shots. You do that all night long, you win the fight because Golovkin's not going to change his style, not at 35, 36. So Canelo's got it all in. He's got the range to improve. He's got range, and Golovkin's not going to improve. He's not going to improve at all. He isn't. He isn't. What, he could be a little bit more intense on what he does, but Canelo can bring more than that. He's got youth on his side. He's got the experience of fighting before. And if you break the two fighters down, just for 1 second, you break the two fighters down. Big hype about Golovkin. How many former world champions has Golovkin fought? 5. I think my reckoning when it came to Canelo, he's fought 11 or 12 former world champions. And then how many pound for pound greats has Golovkin fought? We know that Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather. He'll go down as a pound for pound great. How many fighters has Golovkin fought in his record and his career that you consider are going to go down as pound for pound greats? How many? That's the question. So I think Canelo can win this fight by unanimous point decision or late stoppage. I really do. I don't see no way. For me, this is the end of the Golovkin train. I really do. I really do. But I'd love for Golovkin and his team to prove me wrong. Let's see what people are saying in the room. Ruben Guerrero says Sanchez loves the limelight. And then BK says Canelo just doesn't want to say the wrong thing. Let's be honest. Some of the thing Premier League managers have come out with over the years can make you look very silly. I agree. He might not get better, but you can get smarter. Yeah. What I would suggest to Golovkin is don't use your face to stop shots. That's what your arms are there for. Golovkin's footwork was horrible. He followed Canelo, didn't cut the ring off. Well, that's what he's got to try and do for the second fight. Murray said Groves hit harder. Murray's probably got a point. GGG has thudding power in each hand and in every punch. Yeah, he's got thudding power, but his power's not proven to be elite class yet. What's good, bruv? Yes, I'm good. What's up, man? IMC Boxing Stars. Good to have you back in the room. My man, Eugene, the Eastern European correspondent for BWTM. Eugene, how you doing, champ? Sanchez doubled down on GGG, hitting harder than Gassiev. Yeah, well, it's interesting. BK says they just need to get the fight done so Billy Joe can get in with them and slap them from one side of the ring to the other. As if Billy Joe is actually going to fight anybody now. I think I thought Billy Joe was going to fight James DeGale. That's what I thought was going to happen, but it might not happen. Mad how GGG can take a punch so well. No, it isn't. I think the best chin in the world's one that don't get hit. Bob Sanders, what do you think about Adam Classy Operator Smith and his big upping of every matchroom fighter? Well, it's on Sky, isn't it? So it is what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, that's what he's meant to do. Head of Sky. We are never biased at Sky, as he told me before the Kell Brook Golovkin fight. We call it as it is, straight down the line, non-biased commentary. So you just got to take Adam Smith's word as it is. So, of course, you big up the product that you actually promote. That's your job. So he's doing exactly what whether you or I agree with it is another matter altogether. But he's doing what he's doing, and for what he's doing a stellar job, Mr. Smith. LOL. Agree with everything you said about GGG. I just hope justice is served for the Alvaroids robbery. Points or KO, I don't really care. If Canelo gets a dodgy win, I'll boycott all his remaining fights. Really? Be a bit difficult if you boycott his remaining fights if they're against Billy Joe Saunders, Charlo, and let's say Chris Eubank Jr. Imagine those 3 fights. Well, Matchroom is a top operator. Well, yeah, top operator. Classy performance. Will it happen? We'll never know. Yes, Sporting Icons in the house. Good to see you in the room, my bud. Come on, England. Yes, we were talking football early on. No more football talk now. Stoppage, never. Chin of steel. Well, listen, the guys, you can't keep having your chin hit like that over and over again. I mean, to me, it looked like Golovkin looked slightly buzzed when he fought Vanis. The last fight he had, looked like he got slightly buzzed by him. That's not a good sign. I expect you can't keep taking all them punches like he did against Canelo. He took like 3-4 punches at a time. That's not good for your career. That's not good. And I think Canelo would have taken something out of Golovkin. You wouldn't see it in the Vanis fight. You're definitely going to see it when he fights Golovkin, Canelo in the rematch. Jonathan says, this fight will be good. Canelo might stop GGG this time round. I think so too. SG is. GGG ain't no slouch. No, I'm not suggesting he's a slouch. Jonathan says, man, right now this is toss-up who's more overrated between the Charlos and GGG. Jacob's going to stop the Charlo hype train and Canelo's dethroning GGG, then back to boxing. Yeah, I think this is the end of the GGG road, actually. This is it. This is the end. The hype train is done after this fight. Canelo is ending it. As for Charlo and Jacobs, I don't know, man. I think Charlo's got a damn good trainer there. I think Charlo looks serious. He looks the business. I haven't been wrong when I've called my world champions in the past. He looks business. He looks the business. I think people would like to think he's a hype job. This guy's serious business. GG will fight Canelo 2 more times in a row and retire. Like Eric Morales and Antonio Barrera. And there was that Vasquez and somebody. I think they fought 4 times. Wow. I think Jacobs made undisputed 2019. I don't. I think Jacobs is good. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. I still think there's something missing with Danny Jacobs, and I don't know what it is. But I like Jacobs, but I still think there's something missing with him. I'd like to see Jacobs fight Canelo. That's the fight I'd like to see next. Canelo Eubank Jr. would be. If Canelo gets a clean window, I will accept it. If he don't, I will boycott all the non-important fights. You got me, LOL. Yeah, well, that's all right. But don't lie. Don't lie, because you will watch Canelo fight again. Especially when Oscar says it. I tell you, this is a much anticipated fight. Canelo would do a number on Eubank Jr. for sure. Well, he's got Mayweather in his corner, I believe, now, so it might make a difference. Will it happen? The classy operator line is too funny. I think GGG will win, but I think GG will win, but as long as not a draw, I'll be happy. DeGale versus Eubank Jr. Who you got, Ingram? Well, that's another video. Evening all. I'm going to do 4 or 5 different videos tonight. I think you should wear a dunce hat when GGG wins. And if Canelo wins, you can wear a double dunce hat. Sponsored by BWTM Sports. For no belt, AA. IBO is joke racial. What? I don't get it. Right. So that's it. So for me, I'm looking. I've given you my breakdown. I don't think Golovkin improves. I think Canelo does improve. I don't think I think Navani's fight kind of covered up the how much Canelo took out of Golovkin, and you'll see in the rematch exactly what I mean. I think Canelo's gonna do some real damage in this rematch. I really do. I think he's gonna outclass GGG in this rematch. GGG won't get any faster. He'll be slower. He won't get any faster. He won't be any better. But Canelo's got youth on his side and experience of fighting this guy before. A lot of Golovkin's aura, once he couldn't knock Kell Brook out. A guy had come up 2 weight divisions, couldn't knock Kell Brook out. When he couldn't knock out Jacobs, who'd been knocked out before. When he couldn't even dent Canelo, who'd been hurt by Cotto's younger brother. When he couldn't do those things, the aura of Golovkin and then why people fear Golovkin was seriously destroyed. But then he fought the Vanis fight, and people thought, oh yeah, he's a puncher again. But Vanis was, like I said, straight up and down, and he was going to walk straight into Golovkin. And that's why they took that fight, to show the Golovkin supporters, yeah, he can still punch, He's still a dangerous puncher against a blown up light middleweight. If it happens that GGG wins, you reckon if he goes to 168, he's going to get murdered? If he goes to 168, he's going to get murdered at 168. Absolutely murdered. What's he going to do at 168 pounds? These guys coming up from light heavyweight or cruiserweight down to super middle. Come on, man. No. Listen, if Golovkin was as good as people said as Abel Sanchez puts him out to be, he'd have moved up and he would have said, you know what, this undisputed thing ain't gonna happen because Billy Joe Saunders ain't had to fight. He'd have moved up to super middleweight. He could have moved up to super middleweight and taken part in that Super 6 Super 8 tournament. If I were Golovkin's people, after the Canelo fight, I'd go straight and fight the winner of the Super 6 series, Super 8 series. But will they do that? God, no, they won't. James Ellie Bashir said something a long time ago about Golovkin. He said that Abel Sanchez will train Golovkin and have the same mindset he had with Terry Norris. He said Terry Norris stayed at the lower weight and he dragged people down and he pulled people up from weight divisions. And that's what made Terry Norris. And although Terry Norris was a third fighter, that was the mentality that Bashir said but Sanchez would have with Golovkin. And they're doing it. And they've done it. So, you know, BK says, send it and I'll wear it. Yeah, well, you'll have to send me your address and your name. And that's going to be interesting, isn't it, BK? I always wonder who these people are that watch my channel. Bob Sanders says, this channel is a breath of fresh air, real hidden gem. Yeah, well, we'll have to stop the hidden stuff and kind of get out there more, eh? Hopefully with the channel going to be an online TV channel soon, going back that way, hopefully we'll get more we're going to get more exposure. But thank you, I appreciate that, Bob. If Eubank and Digel, I'm not talking about that. That's for another video. Where the fear was well deserved 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago, mate. Not now. I'm not talking Digel, not talking Eubank. That's another video. I'm not talking Billy Joe Saunders either. Right. So that's it. That's my preview for Canelo versus Golovkin 2. Again, Canelo, points victory, late stoppage. That press conference was pointless, in my opinion. It's a shame because it had so much potential being on Facebook. I don't know whose idea it was for both guys to be speaking international languages. Don't get it. Don't understand it. GGD wasted his prime fighting bums in Monaco. Totally agree with you there, Roberto Duran. What will be GGD's legacy? I'm like, Cairo, that's not good enough, bro. You're going to have to rewind the tape and play it again. And unfortunately, I'm going to be doing another video soon, and that will be again with DeGale and his movements. So I don't care much for this fight at all. Don't lie, because when the fight is actually going to fight, you'll watch it. What are your thoughts on? Yeah, we'll talk about that as well afterwards. Right. Canelo will probably win. I'm going for Canelo as well. So I felt Canelo. I went Canelo the first time round. I'm going Canelo again. Right. I think that's about it for me. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, share the video, tell other people to hit the subscribe button, and also, please, hit the like button. It's just my name initials. It's better than hard shite in the chat, is it not? That is a fair point, BK. That's a very fair point. Hi, bro. Hi, Cave. Bracy 1. Now, make sure you subscribed. I love your video. I love you too, man. Or woman. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also make sure that you don't miss our next live show, which is in about 5 minutes. We'll be talking James DeGale and the potential fights he could have in the super division. Also tonight, I'll be talking Tyson Fury. I'll be talking, I might talk about Joshua, but I do want to talk about the 53-year-old Oliver McCall. All right. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when the live show is. Take care.